Hello everyone, welcome to Jade Softtech. Today we are discussing about SAP HANA short answers. What are the different types of replication techniques? Answer: ETL based replication using BODS, trigger based replication using SLT, extractor based data acceleration using DXC. What is SLT? SLT stands for SAP Landscape Transformation, which is a trigger-based replication. SLT replication server is the replication technology to pass data from source system to the target system. The source can be either SAP or non-SAP. Target system is SAP HANA system, which contains HANA database. Is it possible to load and replicate data from one source system to multiple target database schemas of HANA system? Answer: yes, it is possible for up to 4. Is it possible to specify the type of data load and replication? Answer: yes, either in real time or scheduled by time by interval. What is configuration in SLT? Answer: the information to create the connection between the source system, SLT system and the SAP HANA system is specified within the SLT system as a configuration. You can define a new configuration in Configuration and Monitoring Dashboard. Transaction LTR. Is there any prerequisite before creating the configuration and replication? Answer: for the SAP source systems, DMIS add-on is installed in SLT replication server. User for RFC connection as the role IUUC underscore REPL underscore remote assigned but not DDIC. For non-SAP source systems, DMIS add-on is not required and grant a database user sufficient authorization for data replication. What is Configuration and Monitoring Dashboard? It is an application that runs on SLT replication server to specify configuration information such as source system, target system and relevant connections so that data can be replicated. It can also use it to monitor the replication status. Transaction LTR. Status yellow. It may occur due to triggers which are not yet created successfully. Status red. It may occur if master job is aborted manually in transaction SM37. What is advanced replication settings? A transaction that runs on SLT replication server to specify advanced replication settings like modifying target table structures, specifying performance optimization settings, define transformation rules. What is latency? Answer: it is the length of time to replicate data, a table entry from the source system to the target system. What is logging table? A table in the source system that records any changes to a table that is being replicated. This ensures that SLT replication server can replicate these changes to the target system. What are transformation rules? Answer: a rule specified in the advanced replication settings transaction for source tables such that data is transformed during the replication process. Example: you can specify rule to convert fields, fill empty fields, skip records. What happens when you set up a new configuration? Answer: the database connection is automatically created along with GUID and mass transfer ID empty underscore ID. A schema GUID ensures that configurations with the same schema name can be created. The mass transfer ID is used in the naming of SLT jobs and the system can uniquely identify a schema. What factors influence the change, increase the number of jobs? Number of configurations managed by the SLT replication server. Number of tables to be loaded, replicated for each configuration. Accepted speed of initial load. Accepted replication latency time. As a rule of thumb, 1 BDG job should be used for each 10 tables in replication to achieve acceptable latency items. What are the jobs involved in replication process? Answer. Master job IUUC underscore monitor underscore MT underscore ID. Master controlling job IUUC underscore REPLIC underscore CNTR underscore MT underscore ID. Data load job DTL underscore MT underscore data DATA underscore LOAD load underscore MT underscore ID. Migration object definition job IUUC underscore DEF underscore MIG underscore OBJ underscore 2 digits. Access plan calculation job ACC underscore PLAN underscore CALC underscore MT underscore ID. When to change the number of data transfer jobs? If the speed of the initial load replication latency time is not satisfactory, if SLT replication server has more resources than initially available, we can increase the number of data transfer and or initial load jobs. After the completion of the initial load, we may want to reduce the number of initial load jobs. What is the relation between the number of data transfer jobs in the configuration settings and the available BGD work processes? Answer. Each job occupies one BGD work processes in SLT replication server. For each configuration, the parameter data transfer jobs restricts the maximum number of data load job for each mass transfer ID MT underscore ID. A mass transfer ID requires at least 4 background jobs to be available. 1 master job, 1 master controller job, at least 1 data load job, 1 additional job either for migration, access, plan calculation to change configuration settings in configuration and monitoring dashboard. If you set the parameter data transfer jobs to 04 in a configuration schema 1, a mass transfer ID 001 is assigned. Then what jobs should be in the system? Answer. Master job IUUC underscore monitor underscore schema 1, 1 master controller job IUUC underscore REPL underscore CNTR underscore 001 underscore 0001. At most 4 parallel jobs for MT underscore ID 001. DTL underscore MT underscore data underscore load underscore 001 underscore 01 02 03 04. Performance. If lots of tables are selected for load replication at the same time, it may happen that there are not enough background jobs available to start the load procedure for all tables immediately. In this case, you can increase the number of initial load jobs, otherwise tables will be handled sequentially. Thank you for watching. Thank you.